Welcome to my pretend cooking show, and today we're going to make some Cajun food. One of my family favorites is red beans and rice. It's super easy. We're just going to put everything together and stick it in the crock pot and forget it. So let's get started. Okay, first off, I'm going to add to my crock pot 6 cups of water. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on high for right now, just to get it going. And then we're going to start adding our ingredients. So easy. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Get this on there. And we're going to add a teaspoon of Worcestershire. I have some William Perry Worcestershire sauce. I also use Heinz Worcestershire sauce. Whatever you have on hand will work. I got enough left, yeah. So that's it. I'm glad I have a backup. All right, and then add 1 bay leaf. I buy them in bulk. Just keep them in my container here. Find a nice big one. Nice. They smell so good. And then we're going to add half a teaspoon of Louisiana hot sauce. And then we're going to also use it on top of when they're ready and we're serving. We put this on the table. You sprinkle whatever you want extra on it. But you're going to need a half a teaspoon. This is not going to make it spicy. It's just going to give it a little flavor. I mean, this is a whole pot of beans. It's only got a half a teaspoon in there. So that's going to be good. And then I put them in my canister because I buy them by the bag. But this is 1 pound of red beans. Just to show you what they look like. Not familiar, they're almost kind of, I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but they're kind of purple, not really red. Very, very purple. Anyways, I'm just going to dump those in there. And then we're going to put in the meat. Now, I previously showed you how to make a baked ham and promised I was going to show you how I use the leftover ham. This is one of them. You can use the ham bone, but I use the ham bone for something else. So I'm going to just use some of the ham. I have just big chunks that we had cut off the bone. And then I had put it in the freezer, and then when I decided to make it, just pull out a little ham. It's still a little frozen, but that's okay. It won't matter. It's already been cooked, and it's just the leftover, and I purposely picked some have a little fat on it, so it's gonna give it some extra flavor there. And I'm just gonna cut it in some big chunks. You could have just thrown the whole thing in there, it doesn't matter. Just gonna cut up in smaller pieces. Dump that in there. Now, red beans cook a lot quicker than pinto beans. So this isn't how you're gonna have to cook for a long time. But I'm just gonna put it in the crock pot because I just want to put something together and put it away on the counter and forget about it until it's ready. And then I use a package. This is almost a full pound of Eckrich skinless smoked sausage. The skin, we don't even buy the kind with the skin anymore. The skinless are so delicious. So I'm just gonna cut that package open. And then just put them up in. I just lost one. My husband's in the other room and he said, just edit that out. I'm going to wash it and I'm sticking it in there, not wasting it. This is real life. Things happen. All right. That's it. we're just gonna put the lid on it and let it go. I'm gonna give it a stir with my knife here. Okay, when that's ready, I'm gonna make some homemade rice. So, here's the rule of thumb when you're making rice is for every cup of rice, you're gonna double the water. So, I am gonna make I'm gonna put 2 cups of rice in here, and what I use is just this cheap stuff. You can buy jasmine rice or whatever you like, but I just use this regular inexpensive rice. And so I'm gonna put 2 cups of rice in my pan, and I'm using a casserole dish with a lid. Just base the size of your casserole dish. Make sure it's gonna be big enough to hold your rice, because it's gonna expand with all that water when it fills up. So, got a level cut. So I'm making 2 cups of rice. And so I'm gonna add 4 cups of water. Put the lid on it. Put it in the oven, 350 degrees. It's gonna take at least 35 minutes. You can just check it, and whenever all the water is absorbed, perfect rice every time.